everyone, this is Tiffany Flume here, and for today's demo we are going to do a classic red lip makeup look. It's also a very beautiful holiday look. I have Kim Hannah here as our model. She's one of my resident makeup artists, but today she's our model. So stay tuned. Hope you like it. Okay, we are going to start with the eye, and I am actually going to start by priming the eyelid. And by the way, Kim already has her foundation, her concealer on, a little bit of a highlight and contour. She does have a set of strip lashes on, but I'm going to start with the Flume's Eye and Lip Primer. Using an eye primer in almost every makeup look is essential because it kind of neutralizes the eye. It also prevents the eyelid from getting oily. It prevents the shadow from creasing, and it also helps the shadow to stay longer throughout the day. And then we'll move on to the brows. For this look, and it's also very much the trend right now, it's a little bit of a fuller brow, so I'm actually going to use Flume's Brow Pencil in Soft Taupe for Kim. She has nice brows to begin with, so we actually don't need to do too much. Just do little feather strokes here. What's nice about this pencil is it actually has the comb on the other end. Okay, and moving on to the eyeshadow, I'm going to start with a brow highlighter. I'm going to use a Velvet Shadow in a Nude Matte by Flume and Flume's Blender brush. And we're just going to highlight the brow bone here. And I'm going to take it down to go over the entire lid here. And now I'm going to take kind of a medium brown color. I'm going to grab the Urban Decay's Naked palette here. And I am going to use a little bit of Naked and Buck combined. And we're going to contour the eye. For this, I'm actually going to use, I'm using a little soft, fluffy dome brush. I like to use that to really nicely contour in the crease. Close for me. And for this look, we don't have to blend so much. We want a little bit more of a stark line, and especially because the color is pretty neutral. It's a pretty natural color. And go right in the crease, all the way to the outer lid. Now I want to emphasize the very light lid, so I'm going to go back over the lid and we're going to lighten that even more. I'm going to take Flume's Golden Glow Actually Illuminator. It's great for the eyes and it's great for face highlighting and illuminating as well. Take a kind of smaller, flat shadow brush. We're going to go over the lid here, make sure it's nice and light. You want to go to about 3/4 of the way across the lid. And we're going to do a winged line eyeliner for this look. So I'm going to grab, I like to use a cream or gel based liner as well as an angle liner brush to do the wing liner. I feel like it gives you more precision. You can be more precise with the brush. So we're going to use black, of course, and focus on just the top for this look. So when doing a wing liner, I like to start on the inner corner of the eye. And you're going to start with a very, very thin line on the inner corner of the eye. And I line to about 3/4 of the way toward the outer corner of the eye. And you get thicker ever so slightly as you go towards the outer corner of the eye. I want to just emphasize, I like to not get the line too thick right on top of the eye, as it'll tend to make your eye look a little smaller. So keep it as thin as possible until you get near the outer edge of the eye. Once you get to about 3/4 of the way over, this is where you're going to start your wing. And you want to emphasize this wing. So you're going to create the space from the actual lash line, kind of flare up this point. And if you want a dramatic wing or cat eye, definitely overemphasize this. Then you're going to move to the lower lash line, and you're going to kind of draw an imaginary line from her lower lash line, and you're going to connect it to the end of your flare or your wing. Go ahead and close for me. So you're going to connect the two. And from there, we're going to fill in. Sometimes I take a little sponge to make sure the line is really clean. And you've probably seen demonstrations where you can actually put a piece of tape here and then create your flare or your wing, and that will make your line really precise. So we're going to continue to fill in here. Then I'm going to go back to the inner corner, and I'm going to emphasize going all the way to the very inner corner. And you can see how emphasizing that inner corner really makes a difference. Yes. Sometimes what I like to do, but I'm not going to do it today, is after using a gel or a pencil, I actually like to go back over with a black liquid liner and just retrace everything that I did, and that really gives it some extra drama. Okay, now that the winged eyeliner is done, we're going to move to the lower lash line. In this look, we're going to keep the lower lash line pretty bare, almost naked. I'm just going to take a little bit of the same color, the buff and the naked, the top, and I'm just going to take it on a little thin smudge brush. Look up for me. And I'm just going to just ever so slightly run it across her lower lash line. And then moving on to the cheeks, again, not a lot of color. I'm actually just going to take a little bit of a darker powder, Flume's actually mineral press powder in dark. I'm going to use this as kind of a matte, kind of a light bronzer, and Flume's fiber optic brush, one of our most popular brushes. Just a little bit of matte bronze to her cheeks. Okay, and moving on to the lips. So of course we're doing the classic red lip, and I'm actually going to take our Super Covered Superwear Concealer in medium. So I actually put a little bit of concealer around the outside of her lips just to highlight this area. We want to emphasize this lip. Okay, so we're going to line the lip with Classic Red from the Colorburst Lip Line collection. This liner's nice because it's a creamy liner, has a lot of pigment. to take a lip brush and use Flume's Creamy Lipstick in Rosso. This is in a pan and usually comes in our custom palettes. This is a true red, as you'll see as I put it on Kim. It's a perfect holiday look. And last but not least, our new lip luxury line. This is a high-end lip gloss line that Flume is launching this year. And we're going to use our red in Seduction. That concludes our red lip and wing liner tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.